Welcome on student. Today we will discuss the coordination compounds. Coordination compounds are formed by the D block elements, and D block elements having variable oxidation state. Two different type of coordination compounds can be formed by the D block elements. Here we will today discuss the Werner theory of coordination compounds, which is very important in understand the structure and the entities which is within the coordination sphere in the coordination compounds. So coordination compounds, these are the transition metal complexes in which the metal ion is surrounded by the anions or neutral molecules. Anions can be chloride, nitrate, or anything which is negatively charged, or neutral molecules like water molecule or ammonia molecules. These are behave as a ligand in the case of coordination compounds. Werner theory of coordination compounds. So Werner proposed two type of valencies. One, he said, is the primary valency, and another one is the secondary valency of metal ion. So metal ion is here, is the transition metal. Now suppose that if we have binary compounds like chromium chloride, copper chloride, lead chloride, have primary valency 3, 2, 2 respectively. So what we see here, chromium exists as 3 positive, cobalt exists as 2 positive, and lead exists as 2 positive respectively in these compounds. So what Werner proposed, and what he see during his experiment, he treated series of compounds of cobalt 3 chloride with ammonia. Okay, he took the cobalt chloride, added ammonia to it, and then treated this solution with excess of silver nitrate, and different amount of silver chloride is precipitated in cold. Okay, so what happened? So if we take the yellow color compound, which is basically cobalt chloride dot 6 ammonia, it gives 3 mole of silver chloride. So when we took 1 mole of cobalt chloride dot 5 ammonia, which is purple in color, give 2 mole of silver chloride. Okay, so different colored compound give different amount of silver chloride. And when 1 mole of cobalt chloride dot 4 ammonia, now here the ammonia associated is 4 molecule and it is in green color, give 1 mole of silver chloride. And when we took 1 mole of cobalt chloride dot 4 ammonia molecule, which is violet in color, give 1 mole of silver chloride. So how we will distinguish between the different colored compound? Like yellow give 3 mole, purple give 2 mole, green give 1 mole, and violet color compound, which is having cobalt chloride and ammonia, give 1 mole of silver chloride. So Werner proposed the term secondary valency for the number of group bound directly to the metal ion. Okay, so whether it is an anion, whether it is a neutral molecule which is directly linked to the central metal ion, to which the Werner give the terms at the valency to secondary valency. So here we see that. So what is the primary valency and secondary valency in this table? So the yellow compound, which gives you 3 chloride, okay, 3 moles, na? See previously 3 moles, okay. So this is yellow color, give 3 mole of AgCl. So here we have 6 molecules of ammonia within the coordination sphere. So cobalt NH3 whole 6, 3 positive and 3 chloride, which gives you 3 chloride when we add it, because it is outside the coordination sphere, can interact directly with the silver nitrate solution, lead to the precipitation of 3 chloride. So here we have 3 chloride. Then purple one, here the one of the chlorine is within the coordination sphere, so it does not get precipitated when the silver nitrate is added, so only the 2. Okay, then we have 2 moles of AgCl when we added the silver nitrate to here. Green will give you only 1 mole and violet will give you only 1 mole. So see the last two compounds in table 9.1, here the green and violet one are having identical empirical formula. See, cobalt, then 2 chlorine, then 4 ammonia within the coordination sphere, one of the chlorine outside the coordination sphere. So such type of the compound which having distinct, see the color is different, and which having distinct properties, these are called the isomers. Okay, so this green and violet one are the isomers. So this is how the same composition, no, if we see the normal thing, we have the ammonia, cobalt and chlorine, but since cobalt can show the variable oxidation state, different kind of the compounds are formed, and this is the basic of the Werner theory. So these are the postulates of Werner theory. So he said that in coordination compounds, metal shows two type of linkages. So primary and secondary. Totally clear that secondary valency are within the coordination sphere, and the primary one is that which is just satisfy its that valency. Okay. So valency when it is satisfied with the primary and the coordination, and the secondary valency is the that is the coordinate which is from the coordination bond. Okay. The primary valency are normally ionizable and are satisfied by the negatively ions. Okay. The secondary valency are non-ionizable. So whatsoever is goes inside the coordination sphere, that is not participated by the addition of silver nitrate solution, so it is not non-ionizable. Okay. So these are the satisfied by the neutral molecule or negatively, both can be possible here, neutral molecules and the negatively charged ion, but for the primary valency only the negatively charged ion. These secondary valencies is equal to the coordination number and is fixed for a metal. Okay, so for every metal this is fixed. Some forms octahedral compound, some form tetrahedral. So for different metal the secondary valency is in fixed number. The ion or group bonded by the secondary linkages to the metal have characteristic spatial arrangement. Okay, means by that, now I have discussed that some having octahedral geometry, some having square pyramidal geometry. So these are the spatial arrangement, how within the space these are arranged, and to give a different structure to that particular coordination compounds corresponding to the different coordination number. Okay, coordination number is that how much ligand or the how much that ions neutral molecules are attached to the central metal ion. So this is all about the Werner theory of coordination compounds. So next we have, what is the difference between a double salt and a complex. You will be all familiar with the double salt, like we have more salt FeSO4 dot NH4 whole twice SO4 dot 6H2A and potassium, very common potassium aluminum sulfate. So what happen when they dissolve in water, they completely dissociated into its ion. If we dissolve the potassium element into water, it will give K positive, aluminum 3 positive, sulfate 2 negative. So completely lose its identity when they goes into the water. But what happened to a complex? Now suppose we have this type of, that is iron and cyanide complex. So we have potassium or we this is another the when the same thing, but here the 4 positive, here the potassium is attached. So we have K4 FeCN whole 6. So what happen when it is goes into the water, so it is remain as FeCN6 4 negative. Okay, it is to 4 negative. So here this Fe does not dissociate into the Fe2 positive and cyanide negative ion when it is undergoes into the solution. So whatsoever is within the coordination sphere, it does not lose its identity when it is goes into the water. Okay, so the complex ion that is remain intact when it is dissolved in water. This is the basic difference between the double salt and complex. We will further continue our discussion on the coordination compound, and up to this we have finished now up to the what is the difference between the double salt and complex. Thank you so much.